Alright traders, it's Thursday morning. Hope you guys did well today. We had a lot on our watch list this morning, but not a lot moving when the market opened. It was really strange how much we had and then how eerie everything turned very quickly. But traders, Monday morning, I think I'm going to be live. Yesterday I went to the bank, wired out my funds to CMEG, so Monday morning I think I'm going to be good to go. Very excited for this. Hope you guys enjoy the video. IMPX, this one came out with a PR at 8:30 a.m. It's got a beautiful past chart history. That's what got everyone so excited on this play. AXSM, this one is dropping on off. I want to see it drop on off. This one, for the last several days, has done somewhat of a red to green move. On Monday, we went red and formed the inverse head and shoulders here, guys. We went over that on Monday. Formed a nice, beautiful inverse head and shoulders, and then got a nice pop. Did a red to green move on that Monday. And then Tuesday, of course, we did red to green as well. Wednesday is when we faded on off. So I want to see this one sell off, maybe back down to this trend line around 665, 670, where that is a level of support that it has respected. Then maybe we could get a red to green move on it. If it can come down that far, not sure it will. IMPX, this one is getting a nice little spike right out of the gates. I wanted this one lower because on TD, I cannot get taken out at the open of the day. So there was really no way I could trade it right here at 410. It started fading on off in pre-market, but I suspected it wasn't going to be over on this one because if we looked at the past chart history, it has a past chart history that is gorgeous, guys. Beautiful. And I got marked off right here about 525. If it gets up to that level, I suspect it could be a good short, but this one, shorts are going to be a little weary to get in on because of these moves it makes in the past. And that's why when this one came out with the PR right at 8:30, everyone and their mother was jumping in on it this morning. You guys saw this one went straight up. The faster it goes up, the weaker the trend. That's why we saw it kind of pull back on a strong note, but then right at the open, it's having a nice morning spike on it, and that's just because traders are very excited about this one. I want this one even lower. We want a red to green move on this, so let's find out where it's going to start forming that support because we want to catch it on that red to green move. 686 was the close on its first day where it spiked. I'm probably going to start with a starter position here shortly. We'll pick up 300 shares right around these levels, 699. On AXSM. This one's a little bit of a prediction trade, which I'm not that big of a fan of. That's why I'm starting with minimal share position. This one's coming right down to support, which I like as well. I think we're going to come back up and start squeezing some of these shorts out. So that's why I took a starter position here. We're getting some nice bids right around $7 on it. If we end up breaking 720 here, that's where I'm going to obviously add to my position. The reason I wanted to start a starter position right under 7 is because oftentimes some of these stocks that have gotten a lot of volume on them, they become a little manipulated and they end up cracking nice support areas, taking out stop orders. It churns a lot of commissions, and then that's kind of where they get the bounce area at. So I just wanted to take a small position there. IMPX is not really doing a whole lot, which leads me to think that people are going to start going to a different stock, something that's been working, in the previous past. Okay, AXSM, this one's coming right down to my support. I'm going to add right here, 684. That's where I'm adding. Now, if AXSM is going to do the red to green that we want, it should be bouncing around these levels. This is the close of its first initial spike. If it continues to crack, I'm going to be out, guys. This one needs to start getting some volume and popping here. Got some 677 bids, 675 on the bid as well. This one's getting shorted on every single pop. I think I'm going to have to get out of this one. It's getting shorted on every single pop. Every time it pops up, you notice how fast it gets slammed. It could cause a nice little short squeeze. See, there it goes again. 680 getting taken out. We got some nice bids stacking up at every single time. You see all the red prints that just keep coming up on the times of sales. Shorts are irritating me. Probably going to have to lock out of this. It's not getting the volume that I like at all. But to have as many stocks as we had on our watch list this morning is very slow. Very slow. AXSM is fading on off. Nothing on my watch list is really moving. IMPX, that one's continuing to try to get something. That does lead me to believe that something could... I gotta sell. I sold right there, guys. 677 is getting chipped away. I think this one's going to end up going even lower right here. See if I made a good decision. To have 800 shares on that one, only losing about 10 cents on that one. I don't feel too bad with it. I've mitigated my risk very well. For it not to work in my favor at all, I suppose that's not too bad. IMPX, this one's trying to break through its high day right now, getting a lot of good volume. This one has the attention on. You guys know what I said about it. IMPX, this one is not just going to be a stock that just fades on off the rest of the day. People get way too excited when they see IMPX and look at the past chart history on it to just avoid it all day. There's a lot of long biased interest on IMPX. A little bear flag right here, getting short on every single pop. I think that was what was going on here. Ended up being a little bear flag, making higher lows They don't always work out, and the ones that don't, I got to learn how to manage my risk very well. Ended up doing that. Small loss. At any rate, my 500 shares at 236 on the SPY is keeping me above water here at roughly above 9,500. If only I could wire out those funds. But guys, I think that's going to do it for today. I want to start learning to really just focus on my plan in pre-market and trade that. When I start looking everywhere for trades is when I really get out of control. That's what I noticed when I was live beforehand offshore. And traders, I went to the bank. I wired out funds yesterday. So I think Monday it'll all be ready to go. I'll be ready to trade on Monday live. I'm so excited for this journey. I'm very excited for you guys as well. You get to learn what works, what doesn't work. A guy who's been trading for a while, who figured it out how to trade technically, but who hasn't figured out how to trade emotionally. And because I understand that I'm not as seasoned as I should be as far as my emotions go, because I really only started probably 8 or 9 months ago offshore without the PDT rule over me. And because of that, I'm going to try to manage these emotions as best as possible. And how am I going to do that? I really think I'm only going to trade my plan from pre-market. I'm not going to deviate from it because I'm not mature as I need to be on the emotional side of trading to just start trading anything and everything that pops up on the scanner. But I want to do a video on that. I'll probably make a video posted this weekend about my journey thus far and my plan going into my live account starting Monday morning. But traders, thank you so much for being a part of this journey. I really appreciate each and every one of you, and I want to do the best I can to make sure we're all going to be successful at this. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions at all, please feel free to leave them in the comment section below, and if you haven't yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We'll see you tomorrow.